Hey Queen, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. Me and Harmony, we are so proud to be able to call you ours. We're so happy that we have you in our life as our own personal nurse and nurturer. We are extremely excited to be able to celebrate you on today. And we love you and we hope that it's a great day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama. I love you. I love you, Mommy, so much. Happy Mother's Day.
Welcome back to another episode of You Feel Me. Today we got a special episode, and it's gonna be an episode for the moms out there. We're doing a special Mother's Day episode, and so we're gonna have some moms hop in, and so right here we got my cousin Bree, a new mom. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Bree.
Well, my name is Bree, and this is Harmony. Harmony is 3 months. I had her January 16th of this year. I am a pediatric nurse, and I am also married. I really enjoy the mom life, and yeah, I'm excited to do this podcast because we're ready to be famous. Period.
Period. Oh, we actually got another mom on here. That's great. Came in at the right time. What's
And
up,
that's my
Kevin?
best friend. That's my best friend right there.
Well, since you joined, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You and Eden. I don't know if Eden's there, but you know.
Okay, well, my name is Caitlin. I'm 24 years old. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I found out that I was pregnant with Eden when I was almost 6 months. I really didn't know. I was still having like my normal cycles. No body changes, no nothing. I barely was showing until like one day. I just basically, my cycle just stopped and I knew something was wrong. Um, she's my twin. She's just like me. She has a personality out this world, and she's my baby.
But yeah, Keandre Wall.
Hey, I'm Wall. 24, no kids. Yeah.
Not yet.
USPA Polo Key, Sir Capalot. I got a dog. I got a little fur baby.
Oh.
Why is a fur baby too?
Yeah,
I got a fur
she's in the
baby
background.
too.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Oh my God! Hey, Eden.
Mine her recliner right now, so she's lounging.
So cute. He's so cute. So okay. So today this not gonna be a lot of us talking because we're not moms. It's a mom episode, so we're just gonna be asking questions and trying to get information, trying to learn from the moms. So I'm the question I have, and Bree, you can go first. Is y'all are both, necessarily new mom. Well, Bree, you're definitely a new mom, but Caitlin, you've been in the game 3 years, but you're still considered a new mom. But I want you to go back to when I guess, Eden was that age. The question is like when you first became a mom, when you, had the baby, like what were the thoughts that were going through your head? And Bree, I want you to answer that first, please.
I cried for like 5 days straight. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's mainly because my emotions, when you have a baby, your hormones are just like everywhere. So for one, I was crying because I couldn't believe I gave birth. You know what I mean? Like you automatically feel like Superwoman at that point. But for one, I was just thanking God that she came out healthy. Because a lot of times people have babies and you can be good throughout your whole pregnancy. And then they come out and then it's the wrong gender. Or they got 9 toes or 2 hearts, something crazy like that. So I was just thanking God that she came out as healthy as she could be. And I was just thinking about where do I begin? Because I was talking to Caitlin like weeks before that. And I'm just like, y'all are like superwoman. Like, how do y'all know what to do and how to do it? And she just reassured me that it was gonna come natural, and it definitely came natural, for real. So
Love that answer, Kayla.
It was definitely scary. It was overwhelming because basically it hit me all at once. Like it was, I had to get used to like waking, like my sleep schedule was off. I had to get used to like actually taking care of somebody, and I barely knew how to take care of myself at the time. Like I was barely like just getting to the point where I stopped asking my mom to do stuff for me. So like for me having to do something for a human that I created, it was very hard for me to kind of get used to.
That's great. I definitely agree, and I'm definitely glad you have help and support and everything like that. And I guess my next question is like, the happiness from being a mom, because I know y'all both had it, especially meeting Eden. I haven't met Harmony yet, but meeting Eden, I can see the love that she's gotten from y'all, and like she brings me happiness. Like I love being around her. She's so funny, so cute, so adorable. So I just want y'all to talk about like the happiness of motherhood.
it definitely makes me feel good. Like she said, like Eden is definitely Kayla's twin, like 100%. So for me, I get excited because every time I wake up, she's there. So I have a reason to get up and to keep going. Every time she smiles, it really lights up my world. Like I just know I have something. If I was to leave this earth today, I have something that's gonna be the same as me. So I wouldn't be forgotten because she's here. She literally is the happiest baby on this planet, and she's just so sweet. Her soul is just so sweet. I just get excited just thinking about the future and seeing her grow up to see who she gonna become. Like me and Tyrell look at her like, "What you gonna be when you grow up?" Just like little things like that really makes me happy. Like I'm telling y'all, it's the best feeling in the world. It really is.
Oh, I love that so much. I can already tell. My cheeks gonna hurt by the end of this episode because I'm just smiling. Like y'all making me so happy with all of this. And Keandre, I know you had a couple questions, so I want you to ask one. But one thing that I want to say is like it's gonna be crazy to see like because y'all kids are gonna be close in age, so they're gonna know each other. They're probably gonna hang out and everything. It's gonna be crazy to see like them being a squad because we was all squad, them being a squad
Yeah.
together and everything. And like, D Stone, he got Princeton, which is I think Princeton's 2. So he's gonna be around the age too. So, just seeing, the squad and everything, and y'all already know like she gonna have her uncles, as Ronald call them, her street uncles sliding behind them anytime. So we ain't playing none of that. I was telling Andrea the other day, like when they get ready for prom, he's gonna be 5 dudes that show up. Look at the little young man in his face, let him know, like you play her, it's over with. Straight up. Straight
Oh
up.
man.
It's crazy. Like when y'all was telling me like, y'all were having kids or whatever, like I just knew like before y'all even like, they were there. I love them so much because I love y'all. Like y'all my family and just y'all daughters. Like I love them so much. It's just so crazy. Like I love seeing y'all snaps and everything that y'all posted in because
No.
like it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But
And she stay in the
Keandre,
camera. Don't
yeah.
she stay in the camera?
Eating the culture. Yes. Hey, when you posted that picture of her doing the tumbling and she fell, like I was like, oh my god, like she is so adorable. She just be doing stuff. It's just so great. But
Baby Eden, baby Eden.
Keandre, go ahead.
Well, Caitlin already answered a little bit of what I was gonna ask, but I was just saying, I was just wondering, like, how is it when you first, start a relationship with another man? Like, how do you introduce your daughter to that man, and kind of form that relationship? 'Cause I know it might be difficult for most men to see somebody with a daughter. So how was that process for you?
I don't introduce her right away because I don't want her to get attached to someone and they like just up and leave. So it'll take me a couple times of seeing that person and
Hmm.
for me to like introduce her to them. And like when I do introduce her, we normally like either like take her to the jump place or take her to the zoo or something like that, something fun to where
Yeah,
she can
for
kind of
sure.
feel their energy, if that makes sense.
And my second one would be, since like your daughter is older, she's like 3. That's when her personality really hits. Like how I know it's fun seeing her act like you, but when she acts like you in a way that's like annoying, you know what I mean? How is that for you? Like when she does something and you like, man,
I can't really get mad at her because I mean that's what I do. Whenever she does it to me, it's just like I'm just like, damn, like, is that really how I am? Like, it's just I don't know. It just takes me back because I'm just like, dang, I didn't know like a 3 year old can have like this much attitude and this much sass because she is very sassy and it's just I don't know. Sometimes it be catching me by surprise. It catch me off guard.
Debrisha, is there any personal traits of yours that you don't want to see your daughter have that you worried
Oh,
about?
uh, ooh. I mean, I wouldn't say good. I mean, I tried to be good. I don't want her. I overthink a lot.
Hmm.
I overthink a lot. I don't want her to have that. I don't want her to feel like she has to be perfect all the time. Because as I was growing up, I had that bad, especially with my, like, with everything around me. I just felt like I had to be perfect.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't mess up. And that kind of comes with two older sisters, too. So I want her to be able to, like, live her life and let her know, like, it's okay to mess up. Because me, I'll be like, in an anxiety attack, feeling like if I mess up, I'm gonna throw up everywhere. I
Yeah.
don't want her to have that at all. Like I want her to be a sweet baby. And her personality, it's already coming out. She's really goofy.
Hmm.
Like I'll catch her like just sitting in her car seat, just looking at me. I'm like, what are you looking at? Like literally saying, what are you looking at? And she'll just start laughing. She's super goofy. So
Hmm.
I would say, yeah, she don't need to have my perfectionist attitude and she don't need to overthink like at all. I want her to look like me but act like her dad. That's what I
Yeah,
say. Yeah.
that's
Look
what I was
like
gonna
me,
say. I was
but
gonna say
act
I
like
wonder if
dad.
she gonna act a little more like you or Tyrell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's
That's definitely gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's your twin.
Yes, like that definitely is your twin.
yeah.
And I got
She
one
is
more, and
very.
then I'll pass it to Wall. But like, I know for me, if I was to have a kid, like especially a girl, I would want to make sure like she's confident. So I would want to do stuff every day to make sure she has like as much confidence as she like can. Is there anything y'all like try to instill in y'all daughters like daily, or anything
We
you want
do
to teach?
we do daily scriptures and daily affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake her up and I'm like, good morning. Hey, beautiful. Like stuff like that. You know, you are beautiful. You're going to be smart. You pretty. You a black queen. Just like little stuff like that. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like she has no idea what I'm saying. But if I start this early on, by the time she get older, she not going to stray away from that.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to come up and be like, so, she will say, I'm a black queen, period, sis. Because you are. Because you
Yeah,
are. I feel like
facts.
praying and daily affirmations are important for sure.
No, she knows who she is and like
Yeah.
her confidence is like through the roof. It's crazy. Like you can't tell her that she's not cute because she already know in her mind like I'm cute. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't like it, oh well. Like she's always been like this since she started talking. It's always been like I'm cute. You ain't gotta tell me I'm cute. It's That's just the type of person that she is. She gonna know like she basically she's the shit no matter what. Like she already has that mentality.
Yeah. Not to cut Wall off, but I just wanted to say this. That's why, like, when you said like that's a good question, Keandre, because I know sometimes I message them in our group chat and I tell them like, tell y'all daughters I love them and they queens and what I'm saying, like, just let them know because that's same way y'all want y'all kids to grow up and have that mentality. I want them to have that mentality, especially as women, because
Yeah.
I feel like women empowerment is definitely what it be needed. I don't want y'all daughters to feel like they need any man. I want them to feel like the man need them. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever they decide to be with. Like, they need them. I want them to have that boss mentality, that queen mentality. Because, if when I have daughters, I'm gonna do the same thing. And I think it's great that you said about like the praying and daily, affirmations. Like I definitely want to keep that in mind and do that when I have kids, whether it's, daughter or a son. I know right now, like I pray every day, but I want to make sure I, instill that type of, I guess, thinking in my child.
Yeah.
I kind of dropped the ball, and I was totally brain dead. I forgot to ask Christina to join before, but I just asked her to join. I'm glad she was able to join. So yeah, this is one of my friends, Christina, my fiance's best friend. And she's been a mom for a while, so I definitely wanted to get her on here. Christina, I want you to talk about a little bit about yourself, and then also a little bit about Allie, if you don't mind.
Um, my name is Christina, and my daughter's name is Allie, like you just said. And I'm 24. She's 8. I had her very young. I was 15 when I found out that I was pregnant, and obviously that sounds terrifying. I'm sure to anyone listening to this, but I just like my first reaction wasn't like, oh my god, my life's over. Well, it kind of was, but it was also kind of like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do to like prevent her from having like, a bad life, like. And so I got into college, or I took dual credit classes when I was in high school. I got like a bunch of college credits, and then I started college, and I'll actually be graduating the OTA program from Navarro College on the 12th. And she is my daughter. She is the spitting image of me. We're twins. She's like my little sister. She's been through everything with me, like through the ups and the downs with this whole college stuff. Me being a teen mom, it was pretty difficult at times, like just trying to be a parent and also trying to like grow up and be an adult. But I mean, I don't know how I would have done it any other way. Like, I'm always thankful for her. Like, she's my rock for real, and definitely my motivation. Like, anytime like I would falter or whatever, I would just think of like her and like why I'm doing everything I'm doing, and it was just snap back into the motions of why you're doing, keeping your reasons and your goals in mind. But yeah. Oh, wait. Let me tell you a little bit more about her. She's a gamer like y'all. She likes Roblox and Minecraft. And Allie, what else do you like? What are some games that? Oh, it's okay that I add her now, right?
Gotcha Life.
Gotcha Life,
Among Us, Toka Life.
Among Us, Toka Life. These are like little games that she likes to play. I don't know if you're gonna put our video in, but
Who was this?
you know who this is.
Who's Duffel?
This is Karen. But yeah, so she's in the second grade, and so far we're passing all our classes. She's a really good reader though, like super smart. She was born with nystagmus, which means like weak eye muscles, so she has like shaky eyes. But I mean, we overcome that as best we can. But that's my wild child.
What are you talking about?
You.
That's great. You have definitely a great intro, and so we've been asking a couple questions, so I'll reiterate that at the end to you. But to continue, Wall, did you have any questions?
Uh, I would, I'll say I have one question. So like we talk a lot about well, I talk a lot about communication on here. And me personally, like we've talked about having kids before, and I always um reference like how my parents like they never gave me sex ed or we never really talked about things, period. And I always said, and I tell my friends all the time that I want to have open communication with my kids. Like I want to be able to give them the birds and the bees talk and like not feel awkward about it because no one ever gave it to me. What do you guys think about that? And how do you guys plan on approaching it?
I personally, me and Taro talked about this too way prior to having kids. I think it to we are going to do it together. He feels like that she's going to go to him first, which we don't know. But when it comes to that birds and the bees talk, I'm definitely going to sit down and have it with her. I think with me, I had two older sisters, so I kind of just, they pretty much made the mistakes for me, and I had to just not do what they did. So and I was scared to go to my mom when that time came around. I don't want her to be scared. Not that my mom's a bad person. If mom, if you're watching this, I love you. But if it's just to me, I want her to be open enough to come to me and tell me. Of course, it's not going to be as easy as like, okay, girl, we're going to talk about each side of it, and how it goes. So I'm definitely going to put that in her and make sure she knows me and my husband, of course. But yeah, it's definitely a talk that we're going to have.
That makes sense. Did you say age though? What age?
Ooh, when she gets curious, I guess. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
I mean, I
Christina?
don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, um, okay, so just recently, actually. Okay, so let me give a little background info. When I was 10, that's when I started my period. So, and that's pretty young, I think, for like average females. And so, since Allie had around the time that Allie turned 8, um, I just went ahead and broke that subject up to her, and I started telling her a little bit about that. I like to use like real words, like, well, I say real words, like your middle spot. I tell her, okay, let me stay on task.
Hmm.
um, I'm just gonna be honest with her. I think it's important to tell her earlier better than later, because that was I feel like, I don't want to say my mother's mistake, but she failed to talk to me about that. She would just shame it, having sex is bad, like you don't need to be doing that. And I was like 15, what do you think I was doing? I was interested in those things. So, and then failure to like educate me on the topic led to me being pregnant, and I just don't want that to happen to her, where at least if she's making choices like that, she knows what she's doing. I think that's really important. But probably like 11 maybe, I'll go ahead and break the ice on that subject.
Kaylin, I don't know if you missed the question or you
I
heard it or
did.
not,
I'm
but
sorry. I was having technical difficulties over here. My bad.
it's fine. So,
What was it?
Walker, can you reiterate the question?
Yeah, so basically, we talk a lot about communication on here, me in particular, and I always say to Keandre, Karen, and Jaron that when I have kids, I want to be able to you know communicate with them and talk to them and help them understand things, and in particular, like the birds and the bees talk, because my parents, they never ever mentioned that. They never felt like they had to or felt comfortable talking to me about something like that. So I was just wondering how you plan on approaching that and just what you think about it in general.
I honestly have no clue. To be honest, I really, I really don't want to have that conversation with her, but I know I'm gonna have to. Oh Lord, I wouldn't know how to approach it. To be honest,
Got a long time
ooh,
before you had to have that conversation, though. You do got a long time.
You gotta
I
talk
know
with
I
them
got a
Yeah.
about
long
it.
time, but I mean, I feel like that our relationship now, like we're close, so I'm just gonna let her know that it's to me for anything. I'm not, make her feel uncomfortable or nothing. I'm just gonna tell her like it is. I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. Because what's the
Yeah,
point? She gonna find out sooner or later.
Yeah.
you're right. You're definitely right.
And I say it's always better for it to come from us than the internet.
Or other
Oh yeah,
peers
that
in
is true.
class.
That is true.
Because it's just like everything that you see on the internet nowadays is bad. Imagine when they get old enough to actually operate the thing. You don't know
Yeah,
what you're going to see or what they're going to run into. And sometimes it's not even the fact that they're trying to run into it. With all these ads and stuff, it just be popping up. Man, I'm going to let her know. But we're going to use real terms on body parts. No kitty names. We're going to use the real terms so
Exactly.
she knows.
go ahead, Christina.
Yeah, so we had TikTok for a little while, maybe a few months. And then, I actually, we both basically was introduced to TikTok at the same time, because I didn't know I was on there. And then sometimes I would see her scroll, and she would scroll past something really fast because she knew she wasn't supposed to be watching it. And I was just like, you know what? Like, especially in this day and age, like they put everything on the internet, and
They
there's
definitely feel
like
that.
little to no
So
censoring of, like sex, the word sex, or like anything like that. And so if she hasn't already been exposed to it, she would very easily be exposed to it soon.
Yeah,
And so, I took her TikTok away. She hates me, whatever. But just maybe another year or two until that. But yeah, that's why I think it's important to go ahead and jump the gun and talk to her about, her body parts, sex, and then all that, like boys liking girls, which we're on that subject right now. She has a crush on somebody. But I want her to, yeah, I'm not going to say aw, but aw, a little bit. Because I want her to feel comfortable telling me, like, I think that's important. Just being comfortable enough to tell your mom, like, I have a crush on somebody. Okay, well, do they like you back? But but anyways, so yeah, so before she sees anything on the internet, I think it's important for me to educate her as well. That's my duty as a mother. That's we're the child's first line of defense when it comes to this world.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I learned about it at like 8, so
same.
yeah,
But learned about
they
it the
wilding
bad
on the
way though.
playground.
She said
Yeah,
eight.
same,
Yes, she
same.
said 8 years old. Okay.
Hey, that pink
Yes.
tunnel, they were wilding.
Hey, Hillside was walling. What you mean? That's where I got exposed at on Hillside. And that's one thing that I was gonna say. Like we didn't talked about this before, and we all said like talk to him at a young age. Cause like personally,
Yeah.
like I got experience to sexual acts at a very young age, very very young.
Hmm.
So like I didn't even have to talk with my parents until I was like 18. Well, my dad. Mom, she kind of gave it to me, but I guess she tried to give me like scare me. But my dad, he tried to talk to me at 18, but like I said in the past, like it was too late. 2 years too late then, way too late. So I would just say like, that talk, might want to do it early. At least the educational side. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
At least that.
Yeah.
At least
I
the
got another
educational side.
question. Seeing like y'all move around and everything, but how do y'all balance out everything? You work, studying, being a mom, and then you also have to make sure you have time for yourself. Like, how do y'all go about that? And is there enough time in the day for y'all to do everything y'all want to do? Right?
No, no, it is not. No,
I
for me,
mean,
no.
yeah, I don't really have a lot of time during the day, but I mean, it comes with it. I try to have at least 30 minutes to myself, like just for like to calm down. But really, I really don't need it half the time because she's a pretty calm baby.
She
So,
Hmm.
is.
so I really just try like when she's in her swing, that's my time to myself. But really, it's not my time to myself because I'm looking at her like, what you
Hmm.
doing over there? Like, but it is sometimes overwhelming. It's not all peaches and cream. Sometimes when you're really tired and you like are just tired and she's not, you have to stay up. You know what I mean? So I think it is important to have some type of time to yourself. With work, I mean, you have to work.
Yeah.
Do I be at work thinking about her all the time? Absolutely. Ready to get home to her. But it's a struggle to try to balance it all mentally, but you just gotta push through physically, you
Hmm.
know. So I think that's the main thing. Making time for yourself, you need to as a mom. If you can get a mental break, do it. So, but that's my input on it.
I can't ever get no me time because she's always up my butt, basically. I, as y'all can see, I'm just trying to do everything, but she just, I don't know. I
That's
mean, sometimes
understandable.
I do get me time, but it's just half the time she always with me, so
Hmm.
I just got so used to it. Like the only time I get some me time is if I'm off, and I'll sleep basically like the whole day until I gotta go get her. Dang near. Or if I'm not asleep, I'm doing my homework. So, girl,
Yeah.
it never stops.
And it
I
looked like
feel that.
Christina over there folding clothes.
It's multitasking or tasking.
Yep. But yeah, Christina, can you speak on that?
Moms are just like they go in they go into autopilot sometimes, and we just kind of calculate everything we got to do that day. Okay, I gotta go to work. When I get off, I gotta go to the grocery store, and then I gotta go pick up this, and then I gotta get gas, and then I gotta pick up my kid, and then I gotta come home, and then I gotta make dinner, and then. But we're human, so we forget sometimes. A lot of times, more than often. Um, just little things, but I try to, as far as my mental health, instead of being negative, like, oh, you forgot to do this or you're lacking in this area, I just try to do a glass half full instead of a glass half empty approach, and just yeah, you forgot this one thing, but look at all the other things that you accomplished today. Like you're superwoman. Like give yourself some love and give yourself some slack. I just It's definitely like
Hmm.
you have to sorry, hold on. You have to coach yourself into thinking that way, because it's so easy to go into the negative aspect of it, and then that also brings down your mental health, like your value of yourself. You think you're not being a good mom or something. And I just, she looks up to me, so she acts how I act, and if I'm like being negative towards myself, then she would be negative towards herself. And so I don't know if that makes sense, but yes.
One thing I want to say about what you were saying, Christina. Like I don't know everything that you went through, but I know a little bit. With you being Andrea's best friend, and like I would say, like you definitely do a great. What's up, Tyrell? You
What's
definitely
up?
do a great job, and yeah, like you said, like you just get it done. Like I ain't never seen you complain about anything. Like I ain't never seen you just get it done. You just handle it like like I know shit that like most people don't know. Like I said, because you've been Andrea's best friend, and like, hey, you definitely got to give yourself a pat on the back because you getting it done. But also Bree and Caitlin too. Like what I'm saying. Like I know while you were pregnant, Bree, you still was doing classwork and you graduated right pregnant, right?
I sure did.
Yeah, yeah. And then, Caitlin, you being a mom and you still in school and still working, like y'all gotta give yourself a pat on the back. And you know what I'm saying? Like I know it's hard to think about that appreciation, but y'all I would say most men, when it get hard, they run. And a lot of women, most women don't. They just handle it. And I gotta wanna, give a thanks to y'all and a shout out to y'all and some praise to y'all, give y'all flowers right now because, knowing y'all do a great job being moms. Even though Brie, I know you're a new mom, like I know you do a great job. And I know like while you were pregnant, like I said, you were in school. Even before Harmony was here, you were still doing those mom tasks and y'all are still doing things to provide a better life for y'all kids now and y'all future kids and everything like that. So I just want to give y'all a pat on your back. And y'all kids probably will thank y'all, but they might not thank y'all now. But I want to thank y'all for being great moms to them and getting the job done, doing what y'all do. I said I love y'all so much. I'm so happy for y'all, and I love y'all kids and everything like that. And I just want them to be great, and I want y'all to continue being great. So I just want to give y'all hand clap
Thank
and
you,
Thank
thank
pat on
you.
the back
you.
for what y'all do, everything like that. But to not to wrap up, but one question I have before we do wrap up, each one I want y'all to answer. Well, y'all don't have to answer this because it's kind of like might be putting y'all moms on the spot. But I want to ask y'all like, what's something y'all mom did to y'all that you want to do better or differently,
That's it. My
like as
next
a
question
mom?
too.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I want to ask.
Didn't I just tell you my mama might be watching this?
She
Golly,
might,
I
but
see what
hey,
I'm like.
No, we'll cut it out for you. We'll edit that.
No, it's okay. I mentioned it earlier. Probably just the feeling of I don't know if she did this intentionally, but I always felt like I had to be perfect.
Hmm.
Like I did not have room for mistakes. And I know that she just wanted the best for me, and I get that earlier. But at the same time, I just wish it wouldn't have felt so heavy on me because, like Kayla said, like I was a good child, but it's times I wanted to like be bad too.
yeah,
I couldn't be bad. I kind of reserved myself, and my mom was always at the back of my head. which turned out for the best. Don't get me wrong, Mom. It did. But I just want her, I just wouldn't put so much on her to be perfect. Because even when it comes to her right now, if she have like little breakouts or something, I'm like, why is my baby breaking out? Like, her skin needs to be like perfect. So I would say I just wouldn't put so much pressure on her. I want her to live her life, you know, and it's okay to make mistakes. Every human being is going to make them. There's no perfect human being, period. Your mom's not perfect, your dad is not perfect, either or. I want you to live your life and come to me if you feel like this is too much, or tell me like you're doing too much. You're putting too much pressure on me. Like if she don't want to be a cheerleader, it's gonna hurt. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna have to really talk to her about it. But if she wake up one morning and say, "Mom, I don't want to do this," I have to just let her not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. And I do have a question too for Caitlin and Christina before we get off.
I bet. Okay. But yeah, Christina, can you go ahead on that topic?
So growing up, every time my mom would get like on to us, like me and my siblings or whatever, she would, whether it be whoop us or yell at us, she would turn around so quickly and try to be our friend afterwards, like to try to make up for like doing that negative, or not negative thing, but like getting on to us. And in some cases, and also communicating with why we were getting in trouble. She just, you know, and so I try to be firm with Allie whenever I'm punishing her and try to tell her why she's in trouble, because at least they can like reflect on their actions and why they did what they did or why they shouldn't have.
I never knew you put so much thought into
it. Right? Parenting is hard. But yeah, just so
Yeah.
because back then she would scold us and then she would be our friend and we didn't know whether to respect her or disrespect her, and so that's how we easily pushed over that line, like of was she our mom or was she our friend? And you can be both, but you gotta be firm, you gotta be strong, you gotta get that chancla when you need to get that chancla. I'm just kidding. but yeah but honestly, Allie, she's just now getting into her little sassy ways, but back then she didn't really need much whippings. She listened to me. She get that from me though, because I was a good kid.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I will say is your mommy voice done definitely got better as time done went on. So that's one thing you got going for yourself. But yeah, I know. But yeah, Caitlin, can you answer that question for us, please?
Ooh, I don't know. I would. Okay. Let me see. I mean, my mom, she did trust me, but like it was only to like a certain extent. Like when Bree couldn't even vouch for me. Like she would like when I would go to Bree's house, she would like literally like in the middle of the night just ride by just to see if I was there. Like I wish she would have.
Did she
Yeah,
really?
girl, yes, yes. Or like in the middle of the night, she would like. I remember one night I had woke up to go to the bathroom, and I went back to my room. Well, then I was trying to go back to sleep, but then I felt somebody looking at me, and it was like mom was standing in the doorway. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Yes." Like I
Oh
don't
my
want to be
god.
like that with Eden. Like she trusts us, but I just think that I don't know. I don't know. Like I can't. Like I said, like I was telling my dad, like I'm just gonna tell Eden. I'm just gonna be straight up with her. Like, look, I done already did it. Ask me before you do it. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to be like that with her. Like, just ask me before you do it, and I'll tell you if it's gonna turn out good or bad. Cause I know, cause I did it plenty of times before. It's just
Yeah.
like that. I feel like, and then sometimes with like certain situations, I couldn't talk to my mom. If that like, other than that, she was pretty good. But that's one thing that I wish she would have done different.
And I think
But we
our
good
mom,
now.
I think our moms wanted that too, like, because my mom was good about saying, I already made the mistakes for you. And at a young age, you're not really thinking, yeah, y'all done made mistakes, but it ain't my mistakes. But I
Yeah.
Yeah.
still took whatever she said and applied it. Even though we're young, we don't want to listen to our parents at the moment. But now that I'm older, I'm looking back and I'm like, yeah, she was probably right all along. But I
Yeah.
didn't know your mama was riding by our house though. That's
No,
funny.
like when we used to go hang out at big trades and stuff, she would
Oh
like
yeah,
ride by, and I'm like, Mama, like I'm here, like I ain't gonna lie to
yeah,
you, like, but that's
Yeah.
like the only thing. I think she was just trying to protect me, in all
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
honesty.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I don't know. I guess I just took it the wrong way.
So I have one more question to close, but I'm gonna let Bree ask her question. Go ahead, Bree.
So a lot of times when you talk about motherhood, people leave out postpartum depression. And
Uh,
with me working at a pediatric clinic, I see so many new moms come in and they just experience it so different. Me personally, I wouldn't say I had postpartum depression. I had a postpartum depression episode to where I
Yeah.
had to like rear myself back. Like, what is going on? So I guess if you feel comfortable, because I know it might be a lot of moms that's watching this, what's the best way to get through your postpartum depression? And when did you know if you were in postpartum depression? When did you know that you were in? And like, oh my God, like I feel like postpartum is kicking in.
I don't even know if I had it or not, to be honest. Hell, I was losing my mind already, so I don't even know. Like a lot of like I'm so serious. I was like already losing my mind. It was just, I don't know how I dealt with it. Was just, I'll just tell my mama, look, come get my baby. Like I would literally go in her room and just here, and she'll take her, and I'll just go lay down or like go outside or just just go. You okay? I'm sorry. Or like just go
mom in
outside or
action.
just like go to the store or something. I don't know.
If you had
I just
any advice for a mom that's like watching, and Christina, you can answer too. If you had any advice for a mom that's watching and going through postpartum, what would you say to her?
it's not gonna last long.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It's not gonna last long. Just keep your head up, keep pushing. You
That's
just got to
good.
think about the end, and the what's the word I'm looking for? The
Trouble don't
y'all help
last
me out.
always.
Yeah, yeah.
Christina, what about you?
Right. Okay. I remember saying, if somebody, like, okay, the main thing that you have to deal with the first part of whenever you become a new mom, you're exhausted, tired, 24/7, because being a mom to a newborn is literally a 24-hour job. Like, you have to be with that baby every waking second. So my advice was, if you have family members and friends, of course, that you trust, and they're offering to let you take that baby for you so you can take a nap, and new mom feels you're like,
Yeah.
I'm scared to let my baby go with somebody, take that nap. Let them watch that baby for a few hours, because sleep is the key thing, one of the key things to good mental health. Like, if you're tired all the time, then
Yeah,
you're not going to be in a positive mindset, you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be um just anything, you're going to be meh. And so that was my number one thing. But then also just I think Caitlin or Bree mentioned it, but just taking like 30 minutes to yourself. Like, I know it doesn't happen often, but just listen to some music or run you some hot bath water with some Epsom salt or something. Just relax. Like, it's so important to just do one thing a day that makes you happy, even if it's little. Like, just do it.
To close, I want y'all to. I got another question for y'all. So y'all are moms and y'all have moms, and I know all of your moms, and I definitely know that they've been there for y'all and they were great. So I want you to, give thanks to your mom, because they taught you, in actuality they taught y'all some mom things, how to be moms, because they were moms to y'all. You saw the good, you saw the bad, things you want to keep that they done and apply to your kids, things that you want to change up or switch up, whatever. But yeah, I just want y'all to thank y'all moms and let them know how y'all feel about them in a short message. So let me start with Bree. Tell Miss
Um,
Kamisha.
well, my mom is awesome. Literally, my mom and me are twins, and then Harmony came behind us. She gonna be our twin. We all have the same middle name and everything. So really, mom, I just want to thank you for being such a rock. I'm not a single mom, but you were pretty much a single mom my whole life, and you did it and I never seen you struggle, never seen you complain, never heard anything. She's always shown me how to be a woman at the end of the day. And the main thing that she instilled in me was Jesus. That's probably the best thing she's given me, is just to know God for myself and build that relationship. My mom is she's awesome. She's doing big things now. And in 2005, she had a really bad wreck. It might have been 2004 on Christmas Day, and she could have died that day. And every single year, I thank God that she's still alive, because I wouldn't be the woman that I am today if it was not for her. She's literally my hero at the end of the day. So, Mom, I love you. I appreciate you. I just thank God that you are still on this earth, breathing the air that you breathe. Thank you for all the many lessons you've showed me. Thank you for paving that path for me to be a mom. So I appreciate her and I love her so much.
That's great.
Mom, I actually told her about this. I just want to tell you, Mom. I should call you Mom. I don't know. I'm saying Mom. I just want to tell you thank you for teaching me to be so strong, because you proved to me that as long as you have like the will and determination, like you're gonna get it done, like regardless of any external factors. Like you taught me to push through, like through anything. You taught me to keep your head up, to keep going. And I mean, if I didn't have that, then I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be going where I'm at. I'm gonna graduate in like what, 7 days a week. So I just want to say thank you for that, and I love you very
Mm.
much, even sometimes when you don't think I do. Like we used to be best friends, and I mean, you're just you're amazing, like for being who, like doing everything you did and getting all of your children this far. Single mother of four.
Well, to continue what I was
Respect that.
saying,
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my mom for like showing me like to never let anybody just, I guess, like set a limit on how far you can go. Like
That's
with
good.
her, like she's a teacher. Well, she was a teacher. Then she left. Then she went became like a reading specialist or something like that. And like now she's like an assistant principal, and she like still going to school to like she's continuing to her education to like grow and stuff like that. And I just like, what's the word? Like she's inspired me to like never just let nobody tell me what I can and can't do. Cause she got that mindset like, oh well, you said I can't do it. Okay, well watch me. Like that's one thing that I like about my mama. She gonna prove you wrong, no matter how, like in what order it is. And I also like want to thank her for putting up with me, because I know I was hell on wheels growing up, and I can, as I think and I look back, like I put her through so much, and like she just basically stuck by me. And I mean, I know she's supposed to do that, but I'm just glad she did. I just want to tell her thank you and that I love her.
Hmm.
Thank y'all, and thank y'all moms. I love y'all moms too. Like I said, I know all y'all moms, and they raise great daughters.
For sure.
Just great individuals, great people to be around, to know, and go getters, because y'all all are go getters. Y'all are getting it done as moms. So thank y'all moms. And that's all the questions I have. Keandre, Wall, you have any more questions?
I was done. I mean, like Karen said, I know y'all. I know how y'all are. So I have nothing but respect for y'all. Uh,
Thanks.
Thank you,
and
thank
not
you.
everybody can be a mom, just like not everybody can be a father. And I think y'all are killing this shit. I mean, Caitlin, I see you eating all the time on Snapchat, and that shit is the cutest shit ever.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is.
Christina, you and Allie, I love y'all relationship. Bree, I know you and Harmony finna kill it, so just keep doing
Yes.
what y'all doing, and good luck to y'all.
Thanks. Thanks.
And some advice to
Well,
y'all. I know that y'all aren't dads yet, but eventually y'all will be one day. Be there for y'all baby mamas or wives, whatever they are.
For
Cause
sure.
it just makes me like sad, like
Mm,
just be there for them. Cause we go through a lot of things mentally that sometimes we don't even want to talk about, you
Yeah.
know. So just be their support system. I think that's the main thing. Like
mm,
I love to see dads doing what they're supposed to do, and I don't want y'all to be no deadbeat daddies, you know.
Oh, facts.
Like, and yeah, and vice versa. If a mom, but y'all handle y'all business. Moms, take care of y'all business too. Because, it takes two people to have a baby,
yeah, that
mm-hmm.
is so
and that's
true.
Facts.
that. So, y'all, when y'all become dads,
Facts.
do y'all thing,
Facts.
do y'all thing.
Facts.
I have no doubt
Facts.
at all, but just be there.
Facts.
Be
Well,
there.
you got anything?
Just echoing what Keandre and Karen said. You know, we definitely see how hard you guys work, and it's very inspirational. All I have is a fur baby at the moment, but you guys are really great role models, and y'all are inspirational to all of us. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Uh, your family should be proud of you. Your kids, I'm sure, are super proud of you, and yeah, just keep it going.
Thanks,
Facts.
thanks,
Facts. And
thanks.
I do want to say one thing, and I was gonna speak on this too, Bree, is to my men out there, first thing is be there. You know what I'm saying? You might be afraid, bro, but be there. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get everything right on the first time. You're not gonna be perfect, but be there. Like stop this deadbeat shit, especially in the black community. This deadbeat shit that black men got going on, y'all need to stop that shit for real. Like stop it. Be there for your kids. You know what I'm saying? You might not be perfect, but you at least need to be there. Because you being in their life is big to them. And oh my gosh, she's so cute, so beautiful.
She
You
over
see
here
her
Another
knock
smiling
thing
that
at her
off?
too,
daddy.
huh?
She over here smiling at her daddy.
Oh, I loved it. I can't wait for that. And the next thing is like what you spoke on the postpartum depression. Like I see some men that they don't respect that and they don't be there for their wife. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all said, it takes two to make a baby. Be there for her during that time. Take the baby, give her a break. You know what I'm saying? Tell her you love her. Tell her she's beautiful. Do all of those things. Cause that's what I strive to be when my fiance, when she becomes my wife, gets pregnant. Like I'm gonna be there for her no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna get on her damn nerves to that point because you know what I'm saying? Like I know that postpartum depression is
You
real, and I
definitely
don't
gonna
ever
get
want
your
her sad.
flowers.
So I'm gonna be there. But one thing we do for all our special guests is can y'all give me the you feel me?
A what?
Do what now?
You feel me?
Good job,
Oh,
Oh,
Quinn.
you
I feel
feel
you.
me?
You
You
know,
Hey,
feel
sorry, Ellie,
me?
sit
you
down.
feel me.
Yeah,
How
y'all gotta go.
much
Wait, y'all gotta go one at a
look,
time.
say
Bree,
it,
you
eat
go
it.
first.
You
Okay,
feel
let
me?
let Caitlin and Eden go first.
You
Oh,
Look,
too.
okay.
come
Bree
here.
already killed it.
Yeah, we
Look,
already
we're gonna
there.
say, look, stand up. We're gonna
It's
say,
more
you
than
feel
mine.
me?
Some
Come on, just
more.
that one time. I promise. And then we can eat some strawberries and
7.
chocolate. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, but
Boy,
yeah. Trying.
you ready?
She's so
Say it. Anyways, I'm gonna say it.
You.
You feel me?
hey, I love it.
And that's on what eat.
Bree, you gotta go again. You on harmony.
You ready, Harmony? You
Yeah.
ready?
Can we do it
You
together?
feel me?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Christina.
She's so cute,
Oh,
man.
okay, Ellie. Remember when I
Yeah.
told you to say that thing a while ago? You gotta come say it with me. Come on.
Say what?
You feel me?
Hustling what
Mom
you doing.
duties.
Okay, ready? We're gonna do the fist bump like this. Okay, ready?
On duty
You
right
feel
now.
me?
Billy.
And Eden said, that's on what? That's on what?
Billy.
Period.